what went well this year. The basket combinations are gorgeous. Yeah, that was fun, which kind of came as like a whole mess. Yeah, but it was perfect. It was a perfect mess. Their faces when they go, oh my gosh, it got so big. So the reason it was hard is because we had a plan to make baskets a certain way. And then when people come in and we let them pick from all of our plugs, so then the plan goes right out the window and we have to make a new plan on the spot.
One of the people in the class said it was like putting a drug addict in a crack house, choosing from all of the flowers.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, because they could have anything they wanted. We really put like no holds, no limits on it. And then you have to make an adjustment. And when you think about what it was, 150 baskets, and all of them had at least 3 plants in them. So that pulls from at least, 700 other baskets. And then we have to devise our plan from that. So all brilliant ideas don't always go brilliantly. And then you're kind of like working around how to rebuild it.
Mm-hmm.
But that's kind of how all of our classes go. We see an idea, we think of an idea, and then I hired a bunch of yes people.
We can do that. That's no problem.
No problem. Does Gina say easy peasy?
Easy peasy.
Like if you find a good deal on terrariums and all of a sudden we do a pop-up class, yeah. Can we make a terrarium class and a pumpkin? Let's do it.
I don't think people realize like how many pieces we have to put together for a class. So getting all, like we put so much thought into making sure that all of the pieces come together. Planters class is like season ticket holders, right?
Yeah.
So it's the people that come year after year. And then you have children, mothers, grandmothers. That's what I think I like most about some of our classes. It's bring your family.
Yeah. Put it out and it fills out instantly. Yeah.
That's such a good, fun feeling when they sell out. We kind of like have an internal race and whose idea sells out the fastest, and that we all kind of pride ourselves on what that is. But we have a never-ending queue of classes, and customers send us classes. Shane loves to send us how many classes, reels all the time. But I love that the ideas that we're coming up with, like the classes are real items, right? So we put the work in, even if you see it on AI and it's made, we made it real. Like the witch hat planter. Gina's out there with concrete trying to shape a witch hat.
Witch hat, yeah.
And
Special
the Christmas ball was a true like group effort.
Yeah.
And then Gina's in the class saying, well, the paint's still wet.
It hasn't cured yet. Yeah.
Oh, but like those balls were one of my favorite projects, I think.
Well, and they were reusable. That people brought them with to planters class and they put plants in them.
Yeah, Jane put her fuchsias in there. Mm-hmm. That was such a cool. Yeah. I think that one was one of my favorite projects. What's your guys' favorite project?
Santa faces.
Oh, the puzzles.
The puzzle, Santa puzzle.
So that was really cool to do our free class item, our surprise. So 8. If anybody came to 8 classes, they got the free invitation to our private event, and we decided to do a really simple, easy free project.
Simple, easy, free. Yep.
Easy and free.
Yeah, but their faces when they unwrapped the box and it was just a bunch of wood pieces. They had no idea what they were getting into.
It was fun to see how never been to a class, friends.
I think one of my favorite moments was when Vivian stopped me after a class and she says, I get so nervous, I have social anxiety, I have a hard time like leaving the house, but I can come here because it's like a second home, right? Mm-hmm. And then her and Kim and their friendship. What do you think people don't know about working at the greenhouse? What is it really like?
They don't know how physical it really is.
Oh my gosh, we say that every interview.
They have no idea.
We could post a workout video.
Yeah.
Hoisting soil bags and bending over, hunching. It's not good for your back, that's for sure. When we find the right person, like they just don't leave.
No.
I mean, Gina, you like offered to work here for free the first year that I bought the greenhouse.
Heather's a big fan of him.
I said, you're going against all my ethics. I'm not prepared for that. We can't do that.
I love it.
No.
Yeah, but it's also really long hours. It's farming.
Which I love.
It's,
Love it. Yeah, love it.
I think people think we just like decorate and fluff the flowers, but it is really, really hard, and the hours are long. None of us have beautiful hands, that is for sure. One of the things I didn't expect when I bought the greenhouse was the relationship between the really young teenagers that come to work with us and then the retired staff that comes to work with us. Because there's like a gap between, I mean, most of our staff are not people our age, right? That's just our core group is, but the relationship between the young people and the retired staff that we have, they build really good friendships. We're like, we never closed. We're always here. We're always growing something that's different about what we do. I mean, we just started Fall Mums the last week of May, and then we go into poinsettias. And Yo-Yo, when do you start seeding?
I think I started 1st January this year.
Yeah. So it never really ends. We always have stuff.
This is what we grew.
What you see is what you get.
Nothing's coming up from Iowa or the cities. We are a growing house, not just a selling house. So that comes with its own pitfalls. If we make a mistake or we forgot to seed or grow something, remember the great lettuce shortage? I do. Like 2 years ago? Or how about the cucumber shortage of 25? Oh my gosh.
There was still all the lettuce.
Yeah, and we don't, like, some businesses you get to start a new week every week. Whatever you did poorly last week, you could start over. But if we made a mistake in January, it is our mistake to own for the entire year. That's the hardest thing. Sure. Yeah. Like when I walk in, I'm like, all of this was us. All of this was your hard work. And so when it goes really well, like, I mean, your tomatoes this year. How do you, they look amazing.
Come up here and I see like, even the concolias. I'm like, I seeded that. That was my creation. January.
In January. Your gazanias just started blooming. And they look gorgeous.
First year I was moving trees. First day actually.
Just hauling stuff. Now we call you the seed nerd.
Now I'm the seed nerd.
A lot less flower fluffing, that's for sure. I don't get to play with the plants as much. It's much more relationship based versus flower based. You know, making my displays or hanging the hanging baskets, running your tail off, getting 20,000 steps a day. But it's more meaningful because you get to make connections more places.
And that's been such a challenge. But she's like, how fast can we make you cry? I knew I was going to make you cry. I come and watch Jane's interview because I thought I would cry, like having to hear, Jane means so much to us. Each customer that we've built those connections with that has supported us, and those failures that we talk about, like not having enough lettuce, right? That people don't just leave. Like this community has really stuck with us, and they understand. They go, oh, that's okay. Well, in a week we'll come back. We'll come back in a week. Yeah.
And I did use a lot of my skills, but I think I very quickly started to realize like this was a little bit different. That this was a little bit of something to be protected, I guess. And I feel like we're guarding a little bit of who the greenhouse is, what we do here, and like how we make people feel. But it is such a big place. 50,000 square feet of growing space we have here. Like when downtown Duluth planters went up, like how fun of an experience it was to design those, and
which is already next week, by the way.
I'm so excited for those really pretty plants to go. That's going to be a lot of fun. So. I mean, we serve Superior, City of Superior, McGregor.
I'm sorry, I'm not trying to make you cry. So my grandpa had a huge, like the size of this greenhouse, right, garden. And then my dad used to come home and he would just go right from the car to the vegetable garden. And that was his decompressed time. And so he'd be out there with the hose, and my uncle, my aunt, everybody, they all have big gardens. I never thought about it.
The Entrepreneur Fund asked me when we were going to buy the greenhouse and Kyle and I applied, they asked Kyle and I what our superpower was. Like, what is going to make you different? Because I know everybody says, it's my customer service or whatever that makes your business different. Like, all you guys, like, I just knew that when you find somebody who cares, that's really it. Then you can go through the mud with them, right? You can figure out what it is, and if they're willing to follow you into the fire, then like you just have an unstoppable team. I think maybe that's part of like why we don't always put ourselves in the forefront of our marketing or our advertising, because I think we all kind of are introverts, but I think introverts make better teachers and extroverts make better preachers, and you guys are all like leaders in your own areas for sure.
How did I get here? I worked with Heather in automotive.
Yeah.
And then I left automotive and I went to work for the University of Wisconsin Superior. And Heather's like, come join me. And I said, Heather, everybody's going to think I'm absolutely insane if I leave a state job. Nobody leaves a state job. It's stable. You have good health insurance. I sat at work a couple more days and I went, Heather, I put in my notice. It was a 6-week notice. But I put in my notice, and then I was like, people are going to think I'm absolutely insane for doing this. And I lost my mom 6.5 years ago now. And the first thing her cousin said to me was, your mom would be so proud of you. Because I was like, what is my family going to think? And for my family to say that they were proud of me for making it such a big move.
Gina, you're like a hug when people walk in the door. Like, you make them feel so good and bridge that gap. And man, Jackie keeps us all on point.
Oh my gosh, what would we do without Jackie? Oh my gosh.
And Kyle and Yo-Yo are like the balance to our manicness, for sure. So to me, I just think the team is just unstoppable, and what we have to share with people and how they'll feel when they come in here is just means a lot.